Hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm here. Hey. There we go. Sorry about that. It's getting doubles, as you see. It's the first time I trying to utilize the thing that anticipates me coming on. Keep on having to watch my radar. There's a tornado to the north. We've just been having some wicked weather. Last night we had a little thunderstorm, nothing major, but thunder was crazy loud. Tissue. Allergies still bad. How are you guys doing today? I am going to kick back. I didn't do much of shit today. I have hung out. I went grocery shopping. That was pretty quick. Home most of the day. Tomorrow I'm going to spend home most of the day. Ugh. And yeah, that's that. I think I already measured that stuff. Let me see. I wish I actually remembered everything I do. Yeah, all that stuff is done. Anxiety is decent today. Took a 10-minute nap. Managed to fall asleep, so it's always good. I don't even care if I sleep for 2 minutes. I just want to fall asleep. I'm getting a lot of spam comments on my pages or my videos. A lot of people like posting stupid little links. Never click those. Not YouTube links, just like you could tell they're spam. Just don't click them. I always try to report them and delete them, but I never catch them all. And it's usually every day. Every day. It's always different people. No matter how much you block people, it's always the same shit. Like, seriously, why do they go through all that fucking work just to get a few clicks on a website? It's so stupid. So yeah, I've been working at home, getting stuff done today. A lot of shipping I've been doing. Laid around for a little bit. Like I said, I went grocery shopping. That took like a half hour. Nothing major there. Wasn't too busy, so that was good. I wear 2 masks. That's crazy. What's up, Galen? Yes, I moved and I got flooded out of my last apartment as well. So I moved twice. Yeah, just get through it. I'm going to move again next year too. Imagine waking up to 2 inches of water in your whole apartment and then it keeps rising just to find out that a pipe burst underneath your building and the whole entire building had to evacuate and your building was no longer habitable, so you had to get all your stuff out in an instant. That's what I went through. That was about 3 years ago. There's videos on YouTube. Should be anyway. Maybe not. I don't know. There was on Facebook. It was absolute hell. I had to live in a hotel for a week. It just sucked. And now we're in a building over. Luckily, there was one vacant or gonna be vacant, and they kind of pushed them to move out quicker so we could move in. And we got friends to help us move, and that was the last time I saw one of my good friends, Josh. And he passed away. Miss that guy. But I moved from Texas, because that's where I got sick. In the major withdrawal, I moved from Texas back to Wisconsin. So I did a cross country trip. It was torture, absolute torture. And then again, like I said, then we moved some years back because of the flood, and now we're gonna move out of here into a few towns over. I think anyway. So yeah, you could say I moved. It's fucking terrible. We're paying too much for what we're getting now, and honestly, I get very paranoid about being on a second floor apartment, especially with this bad weather we have. I just heard about another tornado up north, and we had a tornado last year. We're lucky it didn't fucking. Oh man, it could have been really bad. And the storms that we had last week in the middle of the night were absolute, just dreadful. There's nowhere we can go. So we're like stuck on the second floor. Totally blows. But yeah, you'll get through it. It's a lot of hard work. You might get set back a little bit because there's a lot of work. When we move again, I'm going to get a mover. But I'll still have to do a lot. So I'm going to get set back from that. That was. It was terrifying. My girlfriend woke me up and said, I don't want you to freak out. And I'm like, well, as soon as I woke up and heard that, I'm like, fuck what? She's like, we have some water. There's water like coming up through the floor. I'm thinking, big fucking deal. I don't care about that so much, Let's get it figured out. And then I stepped off the bed and there was fucking water. Then I looked inside my studio room and I had a couple inches of water in my studio. A lot of my guitars and instruments were kind of fucked. It sucked. Yeah, I lived in a smaller place, like a 550 in Arizona. That was rough. Two people and well, you got a kid, so that's even worse. But it was two people and a dog, and honestly, my mental health. I mean, I wish I could have the mental health I had then, but at the time, it felt really rough. So good luck. You'll be fine. If you can get a mover, that's all the best. You'll save yourself a lot of hell. I can't move again, and I can't ask people to help me move again because it's been way too many times. I'll have to move some of my stuff on my own, and that's going to be hard enough, and that will set me back. That's why I want to get some stuff done before any of that. So anything I set myself back from now will be done by then, vaccine wise, and a little bit of tapering, just get it a little bit out of the way. I'd like to get to 1.0 versus the 1.2 I'm on, because seriously, it's when I went from 1.2 to 1.1 to 1.0, I felt a lot better at that 1.0. So I'm hoping I can at least get down a little bit better. So yeah, but you'll be fine. I mean, it's a lot of work. Never want to deal with that shit and like withdrawal crap. Hey, I'm doing okay. Not a bad day. I've only been on for like 12 minutes, but I've been okay. How are you doing? Not a bad day today. Mentally, I feel a little better. My anxiety's a little bit down. I can feel a huge connection in my anxiety and my mental state. Tired though. Cat kept me up last night. The allergies are still brutal, but that's normal shit, you know. I'm doing okay. Could be worse. Chest is burning. Cool, cool. A good move is always worth mental health. I know I'll get set back from moving, but it's gonna be well worth it. I don't think I'll be in a bigger place, but I know I'll be in a town where I can have more access to. I'm in a tourist town basically, uh, and there's only so many stores and restaurants. There's not many options. My problem is with the vaccine is that I'm scared I'm gonna just wait too long. I usually have a set date because I work around how much I work and what I have to do for my job. So if I'm feeling up to it, I'm going to go on the 18th and do it. I don't know if I will. I just don't want to end up getting COVID and going, fuck, I should have just done it. Because I'll be fucked if I get COVID. It's just, I know I'll have a good setback, probably a month or two. And I'll talk about it and people will give me shit for it. You know, why did you do that? You know better. You know, bullshit like that. But it's like, I also don't want to die. Another good friend just got out of the ICU from COVID, and she's really healthy. And the doctor said that she could die, and that's scary shit. She's in the hospital for like 7 days. Crazy. And now somebody else I know that was vaccinated just got COVID and stayed home, and it's been almost 10 days. He was home though, didn't have to go to the hospital. And now they gave him antibiotics and steroids to try to clear up the rest. I don't want steroids. That shit gives me anxiety like I've never had. Oh. So yeah, it's a real. I don't see how I would catch COVID. I'm so careful. I'm not around people. I mean, when I go to a store and stuff, I'm away from people as much as possible. I wear 2 masks, and sometimes I'll wear a glove. I'll use this hand for using my phone when I need it, and I'll wear a glove on this hand and grab stuff, and then I'll exchange the glove. I mean, I do a lot to try to get through, and I use hand sanitizer, but non-alcoholic, which is apparently works great for this stuff. So I do that and wash my hands with really hot water every single time I'm anywhere that I can. Hopefully, I don't get it by the time I get a fucking vaccine. I mean, no doubt it'll set me back, but I just hate weighing the hell that I'll have to go through. Totally sucks. Yeah, I don't have great immunity, so, and I've got lung issues. I've known 2 people that died from COVID, and I've known about 10 others that have had it. And my recent friend that was in the ICU because of it. Sorry, that's not a joke, you know. Over 600,000 people are dead as of like a while ago. So it's probably way more now. I just don't see why people don't take it seriously and think it's a fucking joke. Everybody just wants to have their freedom. Yeah, you're risking people's lives. It's fucking stupid. I'm not innocent in this because I go out and I'm not vaccinated because I have to work. That's why it's been so hard for me. Yeah, it is. Life is like rolling the dice, but that's an if it's something you can help, do it. I mean, fuck, we'd all be dead from polio if it wasn't for vaccines. There's just so many reasons people should and not. Don't get all political, you know. I figure people who aren't worried about it have absolutely no health problems. I'm personally very worried about it because I can't even handle a cold. I got my tetanus shot, and it took about a month for me to feel a little better. The anxiety from that was absolutely dreadful. Anxiety was excruciating for about 2.5 weeks. I know I was talking about that. So I know I'd have some shit to deal with, but if it keeps me from being in the hospital and having to take drugs that will really set me back, I'd probably rather have this setback. I'd still wear my mask, but now I wear 2 masks. I know it helps. I haven't, my allergies, although my allergies are bad the last few days, this is the best year for my allergies I've ever had. I wear a mask. When I take my dog out, I wear a mask. Thought I'd give it a go and see if it worked, and it totally helped, especially in pollen season. Doesn't seem to help much for mold. I think that's why my allergies have been so bad from the mold. I haven't had a cold or a flu in years. A couple years now. My throat's sore. I just hate how we have to deal with this. Like, what did I do in a past life that put me into this situation, Like I deserve it, I'm gonna put him through hell with this benzo bullshit and drug bullshit, and then we're gonna bring COVID into the situation to make life even fucking harder. Because they know if I get sick from COVID, it's gonna be. Imagine the people that go into the fucking hospitals for COVID. Imagine having benzo withdrawal and having to go into the hospital. You wouldn't be even remotely okay to be like, oh, I've got benzo issues. Don't give me that. Don't give me this. It's just you'd have to just fucking accept your fate for a while. How terrible. I wish I could go live on my mobile. I can't go live until I have like 1,000 followers, but nobody ever follows me. I've got a million videos, and I'm surprised nobody searches me out. I've been doing this for 5 years, and I only have almost maybe 400 followers. I just don't see how people don't find me. I mean, I don't share this stuff, on personal pages, so I don't want it to be friends, like personal friends. But it's weird. That's why my screen name says benzo withdrawal in it. Hopefully for search, people could find it. No. I think from the time I started going live again, which has been months now, I've only gotten like 4 or 5 followers. Not many. It's weird. But it's like I need like 1,000 or something. I'm not sure how much it is, so I can stream live on my mobile. And I'd like to do that because I would take you with me while I got my vaccine one of these days. There's some things I would like to bring you with to do, if I go for a walk or something. I used to be able to do that. But now I'd have to like film it and then upload it. And honestly, I hate doing that because the uploads never really work. I'm going to cut off here soon just because my chest is burning and my throat is sore. All right, you guys, you take care, and I will probably be on tomorrow, same time. Take care.